Hey guys, so today we're playing Smolder again. I just wanted to try out Smolder on the new patch where they nerfed his W. I think after playing this game, the champion still feels pretty strong. He's definitely weaker, like levels 1 to 4, I'd say. And it's easier to punish him in lane, but he still definitely scales really well. And his lane still isn't that bad. This is the game that also gave me 1000 LP. So we're sitting at 1k LP right now, and we need 200 more LP to get to rank 1. That's nice. I chose this VOD to upload as well because I think this is the first time I'm actually playing like a really hard matchup bot lane. I just wanted to show you guys how to manage and how to navigate through a very hard matchup. So we're playing Rakan Smolder, two champions that are very, very weak in lane, especially levels 1 to 3. Whereas they are playing Senna and MF, champions which are really, really, really strong, levels 1 to 3, because MF Q auto is quite strong at level 1, and Senna is also really strong at level 1 with her Q. Not to mention they are both ranged champions, and they are both ADCs that do a lot of auto attack damage, whereas Smolder and Rakan are really weak at level 1 and don't really have good stats or good spells to fight back. So at this point in time, I'm just trying to formulate a plan on what to do. My Gragas pings that he wants a leash on bot lane, and I'm down to leash him because we can't even do much in this lane anyway. I'm down to just give him a leash and help him out. Sorry, don't mind the Discord sound effects. I think I was streaming to someone while I was playing this game. Anyway, so now I'm looking to come into lane. I think W start on the Smolder is kind of dead after the nerf, so I think it's a lot better to start D-Blade and start Q. Yeah, so here I'm just trying to get as much CS as possible without losing too much HP. It's quite unfortunate that we both warded that bush level 1. It's really good to ward that bush in a losing matchup like this where you're going to lose push. Because as you can see here, every time Senna goes for an auto in that bush, she takes minion aggro. So it makes it harder for them to punish you in lane. So if you're losing lane like this, or if you're playing a matchup where you're going to get pushed in like this, it's really good to sneak a ward in there if you can. So I've taken a bit of damage already, which is not good, but now I'm just making sure to not take any more damage. I still have my potion, so I'm kind of chilling. And I also have Rakan Q to heal me up as well at level 2. So here, once again, I'm just trying to get as much farm as possible while also trying to like squeeze in a few stacks on Senna here and there with my W. In a lane like this, where the enemy team is a lot stronger than you in lane, you're expected to like go down CS and lose quite a bit of HP. So if you just try to minimize that as much as possible, then you're chilling. Your whole mentality here should just be to minimize the damage as much as possible. You're not playing to win lane because it's really unrealistic unless they make a really big mistake. You're just playing to minimize how much you lose. And in that sense, you're winning if you just achieve that. So here, as you can see, I'm not walking up to ever trade autos with them because we always lose. I'm just looking to like short trade like this with Rakan Q and my W. And I'm looking to just stay in XP range of the minions, even if I miss them here. Rakan takes a very bad trade here, but while he's doing that, I make sure to trade as much damage as I can onto MF. Just something that you should look for in losing lanes as well. Any positive trades that you can take while maintaining your HP are really good in a losing lane like this, so just keep that in mind. So here, Rakan goes in and the enemy team makes a massive mistake. They blunder really hard by doing this. And this shouldn't really happen from the enemy team, but it's solo queue, so this sort of stuff will happen a lot. And you just have to be ready to punish them when it happens. But now this is really good for us. Unfortunately, I still have to get my wave out because the enemy jungler will be bot shortly, since he's out of Raptors, and also the enemy bot lane will be back on the map with MFW passive, since she's like really fast. So here I'm trying to crash the wave. Unfortunately, we can't crash the wave, and they end up freezing. But I'm still like really happy, right? Because I got a kill in this lane when I never should have. So I don't mind losing the freeze here because of what happened earlier, right? So it sucks, but this is just the unfortunate reality of the game. Sometimes you just have to base on a really bad wave state. So here I could have bought the Corefield's Warhammer straight up, but in losing lanes like this once again, you really want to be able to buy an early boots and also a refillable potion. The boots make it a lot easier for you to like run away from damage, or like, you know, to avoid damage and spells and skill shots like Senna W. And like you need the potion to help you get through the poke as well. It can be tempting to just buy like the better item and get more stats, but like you really need these boots and this potion to help leverage you through the early game here. Once again, the goal isn't to win lane. The goal is to just survive and farm as much as you can. Because when you play Smolder especially, you really like come online once you buy your Essence Reaver. So I'm just playing for that here. So here I'm like looking to stack as much as possible, as fast as possible, so I can hit my spike as fast as possible. Yeah, Senna's first to bot lane, but I don't realize, so unfortunately I have to flash, but it is what it is. So sometimes you make mistakes. It just means I'm gonna have to play safer now. We get a dragon, which is also really good in a losing bot lane matchup as well. I've mentioned this before in previous videos, but if you can somehow get a dragon when you're playing a much weaker bot lane, it helps to delay the game as much as possible for you, which is really nice. It buys you more time to scale. Even though we've gotten a kill, they're still a lot stronger than us. But I'm still playing safe here. I ping my jungler to maybe look for a gank bot because MF has no flash and the wave's pushing out like this. It's pretty much a free kill if my jungler comes. Even if he's not coming, as you can see, I'm just faking here. I'm faking that my jungler is here. And look how far back MF and Senna have to play because they have no flashes, right? So they know if the jungler is here, they will die. So since I know that they're scared of the jungler, I'm just gonna act like the jungler is here. This is one thing that you can do a lot as well. You just fake pressure the enemy. Gragas doesn't end up looking for a gank here, which I would have liked, but honestly, it's fine. It's good to just ping your jungler so you can let them know that there is an opportunity in your lane. But if they don't want to take it and like they would rather spend time doing something else, then that's also fine. What's important is that you're just seeing the opportunity and communicating it. At the same time, I'm kind of happy that my Gragas is playing away from bot lane as well, because we have like quite a volatile top lane and mid lane matchup. We have Riven and Yasuo. These champions need to like fight and get ahead in lane to be useful. So I don't mind if he puts a lot more attention towards them than he does towards bot lane. So I'm chilling. Here once again, I say that MF based, and I know that Kane just took the rift grubs earlier, so he's gonna want to base and run bot. So I can't really stay to push that wave out because Kane will be there and we'll get ganked. So I just take this time while Kane is bot side to just simply take a base. Once again, I'm still pretty weak. Like I press tab, and if you look at the items, MF has a serrated dirk and a pickaxe, whereas I only have a warhammer and a crit cloak. So I'm not looking to fight still. I'm pretty much waiting until I get Essence Reaver to actually start fighting here. So here, I know that Kane can maybe look bot lane. I'm just being cautious of that right here. I'm not like over committing to the trade. Yep, and there he is. Making sure to hold my E. So there, like, I know that Kane can be bot lane, so I'm just trading on the edge. I'm not using my E, so if he does show, I can just E away. But I'm using my Q and W to just get some stacks and trade some damage back onto MF. Once again, just like, I'm pressing W on them and try and find as many stacks as possible. It's really important on Smolder to maximize stacks. Here, Rakan tries to play on the edge and bait Kayn, but he ends up dying for it. It's unfortunate, but Kayn does end up using a lot of time bot lane, and they use a lot of summoners for that kill, and they only kill the support. So I'm not too worried about that. Making the enemy jungler waste a lot of time is a really good concept to understand as well. Because junglers in general just want to spend time farming or actually ganking lanes that result in kills. It's unfortunate here that Rakan actually does die, but the idea was good. But he just mis-executed, so it's fine. So here, even though I can't really buy anything, right? I just take the base anyway because my wave crashed under the turret, and there's nothing for me to really do. I was also low on mana, so I'm pretty much just basing to refill my mana. And it's not like I can do anything in lane, right? So it's good to take a base even if you can't buy an item. Just if you need to like top up on health and mana.
Like Mom always says. Rah, 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 rah.
Here at this point my Rakan roams mid, so now I'm gonna be 1v1 with MF for a while. Once again, I'm just looking to stack as much as possible here. I want to get multiple stacks with each Q. See how we just wait and then I Q the minions when they all get low. Each stack adds up on a champion like Smolder, so make sure to stack as much as possible once again. So here I see that my team's fighting in the jungle. Make sure to like pan your camera over and see how the fight's going as well. It's just like a really good habit to have, so you can see like how the fight's going, like whether you need to move to it or not, and like also what cooldowns the enemy uses. So for example, if I panted that fight over there and MF used her ult, then I know that MF has no ult in lane for a while, so like I can play a lot more aggressively. That's just a good habit to have. Yeah, here just looking to stack as much as possible, just keep farming. I'm almost at my Essence Reaver now. Pretty sure I have it in base. I'm just thinking about basing soon for that. As you can see, I'm starting to do some damage now at this point. So now I'm thinking about the fact that once I base and buy Essence Reaver and come back, I'm going to start farming. Start fighting, sorry. At this point, I'm really like looking to find the base for my Essence Reaver, but it's really important that you find a good base timer. So most of the time, a good base timer is when the cannon, like the cannon wave, is coming out of the base. So I realized that after this wave is going to be a cannon, so I'm down to like just base here. As you can see, I look at the wave and I see that it's a cannon wave. So I know that I can base here without missing too much. You pretty much always want to base on a cannon wave. Because if you base on a non-cannon wave, then the enemy team can push the wave, and like you will miss out on the entire wave by the time you come back. The good thing about a cannon wave is that the cannon minion is very tanky, right? It takes a while to kill the cannon minion. Also, it tanks up a lot of turret shots. So if you base it on a cannon minion, almost always by the time the cannon minion dies, you'll make it back to lane, so you won't miss out on too much. So now I have my Essence Reaver right here, so I'm looking to just fight. Once again, just keep stacking as well. Don't forget to keep stacking on Smolder. Really important. Here, I see that Senna is on mid and my jungle and support are in the jungle, so I can play up here and scare MF off while also getting some plates. We take a fight here, so I ult from distance and look to chase Akali down here. One really good thing about Smolder is that his ult has a really high range, so like look to utilize it in these kind of jungle fights here to help your team from distance. Yeah, I see MF is really extended for some reason, so I just go in there. She actually ends up dying. I don't know why I flashed there, to be honest. I kind of panicked, I guess. I thought the turret would do a lot more damage, but would have just lived without flashing. But anyways, that kills the kill, I'll take that. Now Senna walks up, so I'm just looking to get stacks here and do damage. I'm not really like looking to kill her there. When you play Smolder, each spell that you land on an enemy gives you a stack. So if you land QWE on an enemy, it gives you 3 stacks, right? So I was just looking to pick up a few 3 stacks there, and that's what I do.
Reno says people think there's no more Imperial Dragons.
Now I pretty much almost every game like to go this build on Smolder, Essence Reaver into Navori. I know people like to go Shojin second or RFC second. Some people even go Triforce, but I think this is just like the best build. Smolder Q scales off crit a lot, so I think having crit is really valuable on Smolder. It makes you do a lot more damage. And also I think the Essence Reaver passive where your ability to do more damage is also good. So here the Ev extends, we look for a kill. As you can see, once I get Essence Reaver, I'm really strong. I pretty much want to take any fight with their bot lane, so I know we win. Also, one tip on Smolder, like with his ult, is to save it until it's like pretty much guaranteed that you're gonna hit it. So try and save it for like when they're CC'd or something, because it's actually like pretty easy to dodge sometimes. These 2 kills are really big. I'm looking to just break this turret and then base. And now from this point forward, I want to start laning mid.
Nifty pile of rocks.
We've entered like the mid-game portion of the game right now. Mid-game generally starts at around 14 minutes once plates fall or once you break the bot tower. It's different from game to game, but in general, like this is where the mid-game portion starts. But once again, in the mid-game, my goal is to just really just maximize gold as much as possible. It's pretty much your #1 priority when you play as a bot laner. It's something that I've talked about in previous videos as well. So here I'm just playing off waves now. You want to play if you're mid wave in the mid game. You want to push your wave and then do something. So as you can see here, I push the wave. Now I go to hit the turret. I just end up driving the Herald into Akali, which is pretty funny. And here I'm spacing really far away from Akali because I know she wants to go onto me. Here I'm looking to like take them out, but I'm also playing safe. I don't want to overcommit and get killed, right? So here I'm just taking them out slowly. It's a really crucial skill as an ADC or bot laner to be able to space the enemy well in fights, like tether them well, space them well, while also dealing damage. You want to just ride the fine line where you're dealing as much damage as possible while also being safe. You never want to compromise your position. So here I see that we got 2 quick kills, so I'm looking to put some pressure on this bot turret here before I base. I know that Akali is the only one that can answer me here. I make the mistake here because I thought that she ulted in the previous skirmish, so I thought I was safe to just hit that turret there. It's a mistake on my part, and it actually ends up getting my team killed here. I want you guys to pay attention to how much impact a single death can have. So I died, right? So since I died, I gave away like 1,000 gold shutdown to Akali. Not only that, my team here is trying to help. Tried to help me. Tried to help me live. So I've also indirectly caused my team to die by dying there. So you see how like I've given a and then Gradius also gave away a shutdown. So I gave away my shutdown. Gradius gave away his shutdown, and then Yasuo and Rakan also died. And that's like a 2k gold swing, maybe even more, because they also get a bot turret, like a 3k gold swing to the enemy team, just because I ended up dying, right? There's something to keep in mind that having an isolated death as an ADC can have a really large domino effect onto the rest of your team. But now the enemy team has gotten 3k gold when they shouldn't have even gotten anything, right? And it all started because I chose to greed and I forgot to take into account that Akali still had ult. So just make sure to like minimize deaths as much as possible. Anyway, it is what it is. Sometimes you make mistakes, but you just gotta keep playing. So here, once again, as you can see, I'm just looking to just farm. in my downtime, once my wave's gone, I like to take camps if possible. So I know that we have 3 dragons this game as well, so we're pretty much playing for the dragon soul here. Once again, just play off your waves here. Look to push before you do anything. So I push my wave before looking at the fight over there.
I smell people.
I realize that it's too late for me to move to the top fight, so I just hit some damage onto mid tower and I look for a bot play here. I realize that it's warded, so I just end up going back. I ping back to let my Yasuo know that I'm not gonna go to the bot play. Once again here, just play off your waves. Make sure to farm your waves before you do anything. Here I'm looking to get some stacks. I end up overcommitting and I almost die. And I just got so greedy for those stacks. As you can see, I'm really close to hitting my 225 stacks for Smolder, which is when you get the Elder Dragon buff on your Q. Yeah. Sometimes you just can't help it, man. It is what it is. So here I'm looking to build Shojin for third. I think Shojin third is really good on Smolder in general. Especially in conjunction with Navori. Your Q just ends up taking so much more damage. I think it's especially good this game because the extra tankiness from Shojin is quite nice versus their team. Every bit of HP matters versus champions like Akali. So I think it's also nice. I also built Ninja Tabbies here because they have 3 lethality building champions, and having some armor versus lethality champions is really valuable. Once again here, after I push my wave mid, just look at how I'm trying to farm the raptors. I'm trying to farm them at a safe distance so I don't die. Once again, just pushing mid wave here before I move to the top play. I can't stress this enough, just make sure to just keep playing off of your waves. So you want to make plays after you push your wave mid, so you don't miss out on anything. And here I'm looking to pressure Baron, but I know that the enemy team shouldn't have any vision on Baron right here, so they have to face check at some point, right? So ideally, you just want to camp in the bush until someone face checks, kill them, and then you start Baron, which is what we end up doing here. So now Baron's gone. I realized that I'm 200 gold off my Shojin, so I'm looking to just get a few more minions here before I base and buy my Shojin. We have Baron buff now and the Dragon Soul is spawning. We're pretty much just looking to pressure the enemy team with Baron and try and break turrets, while also just using that Baron pressure to convert it into a Dragon Soul here. The team decides to take a 2v4 fight top lane. They end up losing it, which is not ideal, but at the same time we're getting the mid turret and the Dragon Soul, so it's a fine trade. Once again, I know that my team has already secured Dragon Soul here and that the enemy team has made a top play, so I know that I'm not needed to help my team take Dragon here, so I just take the time to take this turret instead. You don't have to move to every play that your team makes. Just move to the plays which you think you're needed in. Yeah, they face check us. Now I'm playing Smolder. I fully stacked Smolder with Dragon Soul, with Infernal Soul. So pretty much just spitting fireworks at them right now. And from this point forward, the game is pretty much over. Just looking to push my waves and take any fight that we can, because we pretty much win any fight right now. So we'll just one-shot everybody. Man, once you get to this point of Smolder, especially with an Infernal Soul, it's just so fun just watching everyone explode. That boom, half HP. You pretty much just died to QWQ. Damage is nuts. Yep, just making sure to keep poking them down with my Q while not overcommitting, staying safe. But I lived on 1 HP there, which is unlucky, but doesn't matter, the game's over anyway. Look at that damage. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this video. I think this was an interesting one since the laning phase was very hard. But yeah. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.